Hello everyone. So another day, another topic. I will be sharing my assignment to you. So I hope you can use this soon, okay, as a future reference. So Secondary Education 201 book review by me. My name is Kimberly C. Camillier. So let's get started. A book review of mythology. Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes, author Hamilton Edith. You can see Edith Hamilton and also Percy. I, is this Percy? And then Helen Morales. So here, Mythology Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes is a book written by Edith Hamilton, published in 1942 by Little, Brown and Company. It has been reissued since then by several publishers, including its 75th anniversary illustrated edition. So Edith Hamilton's collection of Greek and Roman stories covers the gods, creation, and earliest heroes. Stories of love and adventure, the great heroes before the Trojan War, the heroes of the Trojan War, the great families of mythology, the less important myths, and mythology of the Norsemen. There are over 100 Greek, Roman, Norse stories, and a family tree and glossary of all the gods and goddesses included. A bonus was the illustrations, which were really detailed, and it comes with a good quality of book with pictures, and some are really aesthetic to look at. So I was first introduced about this book during my college years because it was compulsory to us to read this book because we will teach it soon to our students. So as an English major, this is an error. It's not major. This is supposed to be a major. This is not the only book I like, but this one hits different. So the way it is being presented to us by our professor in college was like we are being thrown back to the time where these okay, another error. This is supposed to spell like These. These stories came from. This Greek mythology is not just a fairy tale or a simple story, but I found out that it was part of the history. So, not really, we can't say that it's really real, but it's part of their history. You can learn a lot of moral lesson from this book, and it depends on how the teacher will interpret and utilize the thought of this book. Now, I read this book because I wanted an introduction to the Greek gods and goddesses before reading the Percy Jackson and Olympian series. And I think it is a great book to gain some familiarity with the mythological characters. So my favorite short stories were The Underworld, Cupid and Psyche, Pyramus and Thisbe, Zeus, Theseus, Hercules, and Persephone. So another picture, this is from Google, and the tales of Greek mythology do not throw any clear light upon what early mankind was. Hamilton explains in her introduction. They do throw an abundance of light upon what early Greeks were like, a matter it would seem of more important to us, who are their descendants, intellectually, artistically, and politically. Nothing we learn about them is alien to ourselves. So, fans of Greek mythology will find all the great stories and characters here. Note that some of these I got this from Google. Okay, so Perseus, Hercules, and Odysseus each discussed in generous detail by the voice of an impressively knowledgeable and engaging with occasional lapses narrator. This is also an excellent primer for middle and high school students or even college who are studying ancient Greek and Roman culture and literature. I believe that no one in modern times has shown us more vividly than Edith Hamilton the glory of that was Greece and the grandeur that was Rome, filtering the golden essence from the mass of classical. So not only Edith Hamilton, but also Plato, Aristotle, Virgil, and other. others has a contribution or opinion about Greek mythology. So, this book contains an introduction and 7 sections: Greek gods of Olympus and the Greek creation myths, Greek and Roman myths involving love and adventure, including the tales of Eros and Psyche and Jason's quest for the Golden Fleece, heroes before the Trojan War, such as Perseus, Theseus, Heracles, and Atlanta. Now, this book is basis of the movies and also webtoon. I like webtoon so much. And other stories because this book was written in detailed form. Now, unlike the Filipino myth or stories with no proof because during the Spanish period, all the Filipino stories was burnt. In this book, you will see proof in some parts because it has citations where you can search and look into on the internet. So here are some of the pictures. I got this from Google. Credits to Google. So Percy Jackson. And this one, this picture that you can see, the pink lady, that is Persephone, and that is from the webtoon series of the mythology. And another pictures. These are the books that I recommended aside from the Greek mythology. If you like to read mythology, you should also read these books because it is related to one another. In fact, you can watch some of these myths on Netflix or cartoon movies, and even in Webtoon. I have downloaded a Webtoon series named Lore Olympus, and it is about Hades, the king of underworld, and Persephone and other Greek gods. Even though that's most stories are Greek, it has a portion of Roman and Norse, which is the least. Mythology itself influenced many pop culture to exist, like DC and Marvel comics, Disney adaptations, and so on. Here are some proof of the Greek myth. Overall, it is quite nice to rediscover mythologies once more, but I understand why people my age might lose interest in this book since it's not as modern as of the books now. So I think that's all. So I hope that you will not take deeper of the explanations in some parts of here of this presentation because some parts are just my opinion and some parts are from Google. So I hope that you might use this one soon and might use this as a reference. So thank you everyone. Goodbye. Have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe to in my YouTube channel. Bye. Have a good day.